I wonder what she knows. She drags my feet far into the cold, and I'm melting so slow into a puddle of flesh and blood and bones. I didn't ask, but this is how she shows that I like wherever she goes into the snow. Oh no, 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 into the snow. Oh Today is August 12th. It's 9:23 p.m. It's a Tuesday. And I sewed the two ends of this little fabric together because it was peeling apart and there's like foam in between, and the foam was coming off on my head because this is part of my bike helmet. This goes on the inside. I can't do it for the camera. It velcros to the inside as like just another pad for the head. And now it won't come off on my scalp. It's good. And while I'm here, I figure I should talk about the history of the stickers on my helmet in case I forget someday. I figure it's good to archive them now. So, let me move this. Okay. This is a Doc Martin sticker, which I got when I bought Doc Martens in college. This is Internet Archive. This is the S in Shore. This is me from a hospital visit to my grandma. I'm not sure when or what grandma, but it was a hospital ID. This is just a colored dot. I came across colored dots for some reason. This is, I think, when Aunt and Pete were growing weed, they had the UV lights, and this was a part of it. We got the stickers. This is Behringer, I believe, the music brand. I'm just going to go around. I don't know what this is. Don't know how I got it. Don't know. I don't know. This is Dash. Me and Pete found two stickers. I feel like they were doctor's office stickers, but we found Dash and Mr. Incredible. And he got Mr. Incredible, I took Dash. And we took them like for the bass and the guitar, like fast guitar playing and strong bass playing, you know. This is probably one of like the St. Jude things or like the donation things that my mom would donate to, and they'd give some stickers. This is a T-Rex. It came from when my parents went to Italy. They bought me like a joke dinosaur book, I think. I think it was Italy. And some cards. Blistex chapstick. Don't know what that is. This, we went to Julia's house, and she had a label maker because she was labeling a bunch of things, like where they were in the house. And I suggested, because there were a lot of people there for her housewarming party, I was like, oh, you should give people name tags. And she gave it was my idea, and she's like, oh, that's a good idea. And then everybody asked for name tags, and she forgot about mine. So then she made mine special, and it was nice. This, I think it says I love you. Probably another St. Jude sticker. Size small, maybe, from something. A pug. I don't know where I got the pug. Maybe from Pete. Bear Vault, the bear canister that I used for the Appalachian Trail. Black Magic, the Black Magic logo for the 4K camera that I got. Another color sticker. Team Pixel, Google Pixel was my favorite phone. A voting sticker. Chicken salad from Wawa. In college, I ate a lot of Wawa because it was right on the corner from the dining hall. Don't know what that is. That's definitely Jurassic Park. My parents might have got me like a Jurassic Park thing as a gag Christmas gift. I don't know what this is. Is this the LG logo? I don't know. Not sure. What's next? Apple logo. I use an Apple laptop. Had to get one for college, but I also got one just because they're good for laptops. Colored piece of something. I don't know what it was. The U from the Shure microphone logo, which is the microphone I'm using right now, the Shure SM58. This G-Skill, I think it's RAM when I was building my computer. Kryptonite from my bike lock. This says Antony. Anna from college was writing my name and she misspelled it and she tried to fix it by drawing an ant in a paint pen. Haven't seen her in forever. Another T-Rex. I don't think this one was a sticker. I think I cut this one out and taped it on. Probably from the same thing from my parents. The E from the Shure logo. New Belgium, I forget. The brewing company. Good drinks. Amazon logo was free, I guess. I have Prime anymore. I imagine that's a Dunkin' Donuts breakfast sandwich, which I love. It is so good. I've eaten so many of them in my lifetime. Sausage, egg, and cheese and a plain bagel. Perfect. I got my COVID-19 vaccine. There we go. A number 6. A ladybug. Not a ladybug. A caterpillar from probably another St. Jude thing. I have a feeling that this flower is from a Fuji water bottle. Or Fiji water. I think that's it. From the label. Anna had a little symbol, like a face and a flower. This might have come from when I ordered the big backpack from China, the food storage backpack, when I was doing Uber Eats or DoorDash, whatever one. I think this is it. I don't know what it means, but I think that's where it comes from. A tiger? Gray tiger? Don't know what that's from. A ladybug. Another thank you. Another St. Jude thing. A rainbow cloud. AF, I think, is Arcade Fire. This was a sticker from Courtney. What a throwback. Courtney. The R from Shore. The E from Shore. Darn tough socks that I will wear for the rest of my life. Best socks ever. Razor, I think, from my headphones. Undelivered, maybe it says. Don't know what that is. Internet Archive again. Chicago Music Exchange. Don't know what that's from. Might have come with a guitar pedal or something. Hearts. Is that it? Let's see. I've been looking at the screen doing this. I think I got everything. Oh. And the Black Hound Tavern comes from Cantrip Candles. I love their candles. They were great for D&D when we played. I think that's everything. And then I have so many more stickers on my guitar, on my Telecaster, which isn't here. It's at my parents' house. but I have a sticker that I'm going to add. This comes from Moleskin. Quality control, but it's also a sticker. So, I'm going to use some of the pug real estate for this one. Actually, you know what? I'll use some of this blue thing since I don't know what it is. There we go. And then I like to rub it in with something. Okay. I think that's on there. There we go. That's my helmet. And I've been wanting to cover this in something like clear coat to preserve it. So it would be smooth and then be able to put stickers on top of it, like just keep stacking. So I don't lose the stickers even if I can't see them eventually. They don't wear away or fall off or, just get destroyed with time. But I don't know how to do that, and I don't know how heavy it would make the helmet. I guess there is some art to the old stickers fading. But I really like this. There's so much history. I think I got this bike in 2016 when I moved back from the dorm. 2016 sounds right. Wow. This was fun talking about this. I never really get to talk about the stickers because it's just in passing, But now I've archived it. I won't forget, but if I do, they're on video. And if something ever happens to this helmet, I'm glad I captured it completely. Let me give one more 360. Great. I think that's it. I've been transferring a bunch of files from my Linux drive to my Windows drive, so I have two backups, and so I can access all the files on Windows, because the Linux drive isn't formatted for Windows. So that'll be good, but it's going to take a long time, probably overnight. I don't know why it slowed down so much, but it really slowed to a crawl. Other than that, still waiting on books from Better World Books because I'm not sure I want to read any of the books that I have right now because I'm just feeling a different vibe. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I don't know. Might read something, might start Hyperion, not sure. That is it for now. Oh, also, for sewing, future me, there's a video from this lady, Cinderella Sew. It's called How to Sew a Hole, How to Stitch a Hole in Clothes, Hand Sew Up a Hole in Pants, Shirts, Leggings. And I've watched this video every time I need to sew something, and it always works. And I just keep getting better, so I'm glad I was able to fix this. Thank you, Cinderella Sew, for your video. I'll put a link in the description so future me, if you ever lose it, you can find it again. Anyway, that's it. Good night. I have once again received more books and more things. Let me get the books. One of them is this, Sapiens. I've wanted to read this for a while. I got started. It's heavy. It's not normal paper. It's like glossy paper. I'm very excited. I got another inflatable pillow. Same brand, but they improved it a lot. They've got little bumps on the back that keep it from sliding around too much. They fixed this, which broke last time. They even have a strap now to hook it onto the sleeping pad. So I'm excited to sleep on that. Also got The Haunting of Hill House, which I guess is like a gothic story, a horror story. I'm not quite sure, but I'm excited to read that. And then I got a collection of Lovecraft stories. A bunch that I haven't read. So, very much looking forward to those. And lastly, I got a raincoat from Patagonia, which I got this brand because they made the fleece, and the fleece was the best thing I ever bought. So, I should really have a shirt on. It's okay. This has little straps to tighten the sleeves. It's also got inside flap and an outside flap, so water definitely won't get in. And it's got sort of a visor. Oh, and the armpit flaps, which I have open. It's gross without a shirt on. Stop. I just finished watching Andor Season 2. It is some of the best Star Wars. I think just in the general best is Empire, Rogue One, and Andor. I don't know the order that I like those. Probably Empire will always be at the top, but I'll need to watch Rogue One again. Alex and I are going to watch it after he finishes Season 2. I think it was moving, it was thought-provoking, it was mature, and it was a slow burn that was so worth it. And it makes me really appreciate Star Wars as a world, because it's so cool and there's so much to explore. It is incredible. And Star Wars is just so rarely good that it really shines when someone treats it with respect, like whoever this guy is that made it. But really good. It was well worth the binge time, and I am very satisfied. I sorted out more of the Sweden trip. I got my train tickets and booked the hotel for the first 2 nights because I'm going to get there around 8 a.m. on Sunday, and I couldn't get train tickets for that Sunday or the Monday, so I have to stay there until Tuesday, stay in Stockholm, and then the train ride isn't until 8 p.m., and checkout's at 12, so I'll have to spend 8 hours wandering around Stockholm with my backpack, but I'm excited. And then I'll have to figure out the train ride back somehow and to get another hotel. But I can't really plan for those things because I don't know how long I'm going to be hiking for. So it would make me feel better if I had it planned. I guess I could just stay on the trail longer, but I don't know. I also got to figure out what food I can bring onto the plane, because I was going to go food shopping ahead of time, but I don't know. I got a rain tarp for under the tent, and to keep the mud off and the dirt off. And I got poles to replace my hiking poles to keep up the tent. And I also got this shirt. Gossamer Gear. Great company. And then today I went to visit my grandma with my dad, and then also went to my parents to celebrate my dad's birthday ahead of time. And we had cake, and they got a typewriter that they're not going to use. They found one. An old mechanical typewriter, and it's really nice. So I think I'm going to replace this desk that I'm sitting at that has music stuff. I think I'm going to replace it with a bookshelf. And I think I'm going to turn the kitchen table, I'm just going to have a section of it for music stuff, I think. Yeah. That's it for now. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Oh, yesterday I hung out with the boys and Laura, and ate Indian, and talked to Laura a lot. We did a thing where we were sharing. We'd pick a date and then find photos in our archive of that date. And that was fun. And tomorrow, Call of Cthulhu with Harry and Sydney. Part 2, the finale. I'm excited. Also, Andor Season 2. I don't think I talked about it yet. I finished Season 2. Fantastic show. Really good show. And now I'm playing Knights of the Old Republic again. Because I never beat it. I got like 20-something hours in. And something happened. Something came up, I guess. And I never finished it. So I'm gonna finish it this time. Today, we finished playing Call of Cthulhu. Me, Harry, and Sydney. And it went well. They survived. I was surprised they survived. They were too late to stop the world from ending, but they lived. It was very fun. And I made a song today. Doesn't mean anything. Just, I feel like I have to just put something together at least once a month. But, man, no inspiration has come my way for music. So, I'm sure I'll get some inspiration from Sweden. But I won't have any instruments there. It's okay. Other than that, nothing's new. That's it. Good night.